Welcome back everyone. This is Unit 9, Conservation. طبعا, as long as we're talking about conservation means protecting the environment, protecting everything. Conservation. أهم حاجة ما نلخبطش بين conservation and conversation. Conversation when you speak to somebody. Conservation. جاي من الverb conserve. This is lesson 1 and 2. Unit 9, let's look at the vocabulary. Biodiversity. Earth is known for biodiversity. خلي بالكم بعد ما نشرح الفوكابيولاري في حد هختار حد هيشرح تاني بنفس الطريقة اللي أنا استخدمتها سواء استخدمت synonyms أو examples. يبقى Earth is known for its biodiversity. عندنا different flora and fauna, different plants and animals. Challenging, for example, challenging questions. Smart students like challenging questions. Conservation. Conservation, الverb منها conserve. Conserve the environment. Exactly, okay. Exactly the same. You are wearing exactly the same shoes. Exactly the same. Expedition, okay. يعني دايما it's for studying. Expeditions are done, or scientists do expedition to study something. North Pole, South Pole. Okay, so for study and research. Study and research. Expeditions are done for studying and researching. Inhabitant, الverb منها inhabit. A lot of people inhabit Bakus. Inhabitants اللي هم السكان تساوي كلمة residents. Inhabitants, residents. Native inhabitants زي مثلا the red أو نقول مثلا Aboriginal people of Australia, native inhabitants زي red Indians بس ما حدش بيقول عليهم red Indians بيقول عليهم Aboriginal people. Anyway, native inhabitants. Native ممكن can collocates with the verb language. My native language is Arabic. Language. Native language is Arabic. Preserve شبه إلى حد ما conserve. Preserve and conserve give the same meaning. Preserve and conserve. Rewarding jobs. A lot of people are looking for rewarding jobs. خليني أقول لك ما فيش حاجة اسمها rewarding jobs. Scholarship, you can say get a scholarship. After you finish high school, you can try to get a scholarship. Slightly, it's an adverb of degree. You can say my mother is slightly taller than me. Slightly يعني بدرجة خفيفة خالص. Species, okay. I think we studied this word many times before. Species, we can say species or species. Both are okay. So for example, we can say animal species. A lot of animal species are endangered. Survival, okay, جاية من الverb survive. Okay. وفي حتى نظرية في عالم الحيوان اسمها survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest, البقاء للأقوى. Survival of the fittest. Okay, Yasin, can you please explain the words again? Read them and explain them the same way I explained them. Do your best to use the notes that I have written here. Yasin, let's go.
Biodiversity is known. Earth is known for the biodiversity for plants, animals, and other species.
Okay.
Challenging questions or challenging in a competition for see who is the best. Conservation is conservation.
Yeah.
Conserve or protecting or
it's okay. Conserve. This is a verb. Conservation. This is a noun.
Exactly is the same way or equal. Expedition is go.
Expeditions are done for studying and research.
Inhabitant is like native people or native
No, 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 no. Inhabitants, the residents, the people who live somewhere. مش لازم يبقوا native. Okay?
Native inhabitants, the original people who live in the
Okay.
in the native, like native language is the language that he used to speak in his country. Preserve equal to conserve, like conserving the biodiversity. Rewarding, like rewarding job, but it's not in real life. Scholarship gets after high school for increasing your study.
But we usually say get a scholarship. But I'm writing here because I don't have any space here. So we usually say we get a scholarship. Get a scholarship. Slightly taller. Slightly taller. Animal species. Okay?
Survival is keeping alive in 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 any way in the forest in the life
To succeed, to stay alive. وفي عندنا theory اللي بتحكم الغابة والحيوانات اسمها survival of
of the fittest.
fattest. Thank you. Advert, we have two options. We can watch the advert or skip the advert. When we watch YouTube video, we have two options, watch or skip. Pay, right, we have Nama Bay. Nama Bay in Sharm el-Sheikh. Caring, when I say that, for example, he's a caring person. Colony, American colony or British colonies. Okay. Colorful clothes. Complain, the noun is complaint. Complaint is a noun, shakwa. Complain is a verb. Coral can be a noun, it can be an adjective. Coral reef. شعاب المرجانية. Reef. It's a place where you can find different corals. Council, for example, city council. هو مجلس المدينة. City council. Right? Creature, when I say, okay, crop, digital nomads. Digital nomads اللي بيسافروا دول العالم يعملوا videos من different places. Digital nomads. Diver, economy, endangered. Okay. مش عايزين نلخبط بين endangered و in danger. In danger معناها في خطر. You put your life in danger if you don't submit your homework. But endangered species معناها مهددة بالانقراض. Ensure your safety. Okay. يضمن أو يتأكد من سلامتك. Exotic, we can say species. Exotic species. حاجة exotic food. Face, female, fight, first generation. Okay. They're simple words. Male, monitor behavior. Scientists usually monitor animals' behavior in labs. Behavior. يلاحظ يعني monitor. Original people. Partially عكسها entirely. Partially بشكل جزئي. Entirely I partially agree with you. I entirely agree with you. Progress تقدم. Make progress. Okay. معناها يتقدم. Rainforest. Realize and recognize. مش عايزين نلخبط بين realize for the first time. Recognize for the second time. يعني لما تعرف حاجة لأول مرة this is your realize. لكن لما تتعرف على حاجة تاني مرة شفتني في الشارع شفت تليفونك this is recognize. Recycling, reef, reserve a seat. Okay. Reserve a ticket. Rides, we usually say go on rides. When I was young, I went on rides in the jungle. Sports field, starfish, state, okay. State, for example, of Illinois, United States. Support, task, threat, okay. دايما بحب معاها الverb pose. Pose threat معناها يشكل تهديد على. This can pose threat, yeah, to your health. Tusk اللي هو بيعملوا منه العاج بتاع سن الفيل. typical, I mean that typical day. In a typical day, I wake up at 8 o'clock. Typical day. Industry تيجي بمعنى صناعة وتيجي بمعنى نشاط. يعني when I started my career, I worked in tourism industry. Tourism industry. صناعة نشاط السياحة يعني. Involved, keep, limit. Okay, شبه كلمة boundaries. Boundaries شبه limits برضو. بس أنا بحب أستخدم boundaries. Livestock اللي هي الcows والsheep. Unique variety of animals. Waste, well known. Wildlife. Abraham, can you go through the words with the notes here? You don't have to explain them. Just give me the notes. For example, watch, advert. نعم بي, that's it.
advert watching skip advert pay اللي هي إنما pay caring caring person colony British colony colorful clothes complain اسمه ده complaint
Complaint, yeah, this is a noun. Noun. Okay.
coral reef city council creature ماشي fruit crop digital nomads experienced diver economy endangered
Endanger, ensure safety.
ensure safety exotic species
Face your fears. Okay. يواجه المخاوف.
female
مفيش, I haven't left any comments here.
reserve facet rides go on state United States.
Why did you jump this way? We're here in this column. Tourism industry.
Tourism industry limit boundaries.
Okay, let's go to the second. Thank you, Abraham. Rufaida, can you go through the second column with the notes here? You read all the words with the notes.
Noun and adjective.
No, just read them, yeah. Monitor behavior.
Monitor behavior. People. Party. Entirely. Progress made. Reinforce. Realize. Recognize. Recycling. Reef. Reserve a seat. Rides go on. Sports field. Starfish. State United. Support. Task. Food. Treat. Dusk. Typical day.
Typical day. Okay.
Unique.
Okay.
Variety of animals.
I need to give you the adjective various. Various is the adjective of variety. Variety is a noun.
Waste. Well-known. Wildlife.
Thank you, Rufaida. Perfect. Now let's jump straight to page number 103. Let's read the questions and answer together. Number 1, Yumna.
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity is the variety of plants and animals in a certain way, in a certain place. Good job. عندنا هنا keywords, عندنا plants and animals. Okay, number 2. يا ريت اللي نقرا السؤال please. ممكن واحد كمان يا يمنى؟
Expedition is a journey to study or know about wildlife.
الكيوردز عندنا هنا يا حمزة study. Okay, know. So expedition. Expedition زي the expeditions that scientists go to study the North Pole and South Pole. Thank you. Myrna, 3. Myrna, number 3. Inhabitants are people.
Inhabitants are people who first lived in a country.
First lived.
Native.
First native, yeah, native inhabitants. For Myrna is to save something or someone from being harmed. Save something. To save something, someone from being harmed or destroyed. زي ما عمل ancient Egyptians.
Preserve.
Preserve, yeah, preserve, protect. Perfect. Hamza, number 5, is an amount of money that is given to someone by an educational organization to help pay for their education. Hamza, amount of money that's given to someone by an educational organization. For example, Oxford University gives or helps a student to study, especially students who are not able to pay for their studies. Malak Tamir.
The amount of money that is given to someone by an education organization. Scholarship.
Scholarship. Okay. 6 is a group of animals or plants.
Members of
Group of animals.
biodiversity.
Biodiversity that no. Group of animals and plants that are similar and can breed together. Like cats, like reptiles. Species. Okay, happy birthday to you, right? 7.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Mariam Ramadan. Native are responsible for conserving their environment. Inhabitants are responsible for conserving the environment. Native inhabitants. 8. Scientists are going on to study wildlife in the Arctic. Scientists study Mariam, wildlife.
C.
Expedition. 9. Good job. Okay, Ziad. We must protect to keep the balance of nature.
Biodiversity.
We must protect biodiversity. Okay, your accent is excellent. I thought you were
Native.
Native speaker. Perfect, Azizo. Muslim. Wildlife organizations aim to protect rare of animals from becoming extinct. Wildlife aim to protect rare of animals.
سامعني كده مستر؟
Yes, I can hear you now.
Spices.
Spices? You mean beef spices? No.
Oh,
Species, not spices. Spices, this is something you add to your food. Species. 12, you're Muslim. It is task to participate in keeping the environment clean.
illegal.
Illegal task to participate in keeping. No, why is it illegal? It's a challenging. It's a challenging
أصلا
task.
illegal يعني ضد القانون صح؟
Yes, something illegal. Okay, Muhammad. Okay, 13. Our
مستر ده انا
ماشي ممكن can you change your name please? Change your name عشان مس فاطمة تقدر. آلاء وليد.
Our biodiversity.
Our biodiversity on this planet depends on the natural resources God grants us. Okay, 14.
A
Job.
rewarding job makes
مستر لو
us
سمحت.
feel happy and satisfied.
A job makes us feel happy and satisfied, so a rewarding. اتفضل ياسين.
السؤال رقم 13 ما تنفعش our survival.
No. Our survival on this planet depends on, yes, I think survival. Here, survival, not biodiversity. Because we have natural resources. When natural resources helps us survive. Okay. 14, job makes us feel happy and satisfied, rewarding. 15, yet my grandmother often put fruit in a jar with lots of sugar to them. بتحط fruit in a jar with lots of sugar. Yet ليه grandmothers بتحط الفروت in a jar؟ احنا بنحط fruit معاها سكر كتير جدا او اي اكل بنحط معاه ملح عشان preserve.
الثاني.
Yeah, preserve. 16 yet through the biodiversity, the survival of many species can be ensured. Yet through what? Survival of many species can be ensured.
Conservation.
Conservation. 17 yet my mother wanted to study at Harvard University.
بس رقم 16 هتبقى دي conservation. مش
Conservation, yeah. Good. My brother wants to study at Harvard University. We have Harvard University.
مستر.
Yes, Iyad.
هي 16. ايوه خلاص ماشي شفتها اول واحده بس.
No, this is conversation, okay? This is conservation.
انا كان قصدي على دي برضه.
Okay, my brother won yet to study at Harvard University. Won what?
سنة واحدة.
Scholarship. Scholarship. 18. Ahmed Saleh. Dina's sister is the same height as her.
It's exactly
the same. The men made to Spain, Greece, and Asia minor to find fossils. To find fossils. يبقى استكشاف يبقى expeditions. Okay, Yahya Ramadan, the trip to New Zealand is more expensive than the trip to Brazil. Slightly. This is an adverb of degree. Living abroad, Ahmed has many and needs strong determination. Ahmed Saleh. Living abroad challenges. Hagar, my uncle managed to a ticket to watch the final at the stadium. Hagar, my uncle ticket. What should we do with the ticket? Hiba, my uncle managed to reserve a ticket. I'm going to the customer service. Complain. Perfect. 24, Malak Wahid. I'll install some cameras in my supermarket to shoplifters. Monitor. There are some discussions of issues. مالك وحيد.
Variety.
Variety. Yeah, variety of issues. A maid is servant who cleans the rooms and makes beds. Okay. Habiba Mahmoud. A maid. The maid.
Female.
Female. Yeah. دايما بتبقى أنثى يعني. Maid. I don't like this remake. I prefer when we have a remake. I prefer the original one. Original one. There is always a gap between parents يا تقى and their children. Generation gap. After 20 years, it was not easy to our old friend when we last met to recognize yeah. يتعرف للمرة الثانية على حاجة. Muhammad Salah. It's okay. Yusuf Hamada. Muhammad Salah is for his voluntary work.
well known.
Well known. The bright sunshine is of a swan's weather in winter.
Exotic.
No. The bright sunshine in a swan. Swan is in the south.
Typical.
Very close to the equator.
Typical.
Typical. Yeah, typical of a swan's weather. 32. Okay, typical. 32. The local has decided to renew the asphalt of the streets. Okay. Yahya Ramadan. The local what?
Economy.
No. اللي مش راضيين يعملوا اسفلت في الرابعة النصرية. The local what?
Council.
Council. The local council. The city council. مجلس المدينة. 33. Yahya, tourists come from all over the world to see our monuments.
Unique.
Good job. Okay, to see our unique monuments. Okay. 34. Habiba Mahmoud is a part of the sea that is partially enclosed by a curve of the land. I'm gonna draw it. Look, this one. عاملة كده. Hey, ده الخليج. I like those birds you see near the river in summer. معناها ان هم بيجوا في السمر بس. Exotic. Hamza. Okay.
مستر ده أنا معلش عشان أنا داخلة موبايل تاني.
طيب ممكن نكتب الاسم.
حاضر هغير.
جنى. أغير أنا طيب؟
أنا لازم أغيره بطلع فمش
لا
عارفة.
لا اطلبي أنا أغيره لك أنا. جنى محمد right؟
لا.
Okay. تمام كده؟ يلا يا جنى. 36. If a type of animals is, this means that it may die soon.
Endangered.
Endangered. The rabbit is a nice.
Verti.
Is a nice creature. No, why variety? مخلوق. A rabbit or the rabbit is a nice creature. 38 يا جنى. Parents work hard to that their children get enough care. Ensure. Yahya Ramadan. Tunisia was a French colony. Wars affected the world badly. Businesses make economy. 41. Yusuf Hamada. Plastic and glass is possible.
Recycling.
Pollution is a real to mankind. Real threat. Hagar. He's a member of the team in supporting the charity. Okay, we have N. And we have a member in a team. involved in. Good. My students have made reasonable recently. They have made what? أنا عايز حاجة بمعنى development. My students have made reasonable. عايز حاجة بمعنى growth. Growth or development. مهمة جدا تذاكري كلمة progress يا هاجر. Progress. My students have made reasonable progress. تقدم, growth أو نمو. Hagar 45. Keeping is an important source of income to farmers. Keeping what? Farmers بيربوا إيه؟ Cows, livestock. Livestock. That's wonderful. Okay. Now let's go to our homework. Page number 110. This is gonna be homework. نسجل عندي 110. This page is gonna be homework. Okay. طيب, let's go to the grammar lesson. It's okay. The grammar lesson talks about comparative expressions. بيتكلم عن comparison. How to compare, okay, things together. هنعمل حاجة لذيذة النهاردة. هنعمل حاجة اسمها test, teach, test. ايه بقى test, teach, test؟ هخليك تحل من 1 ل 20. اوكي. وبعد كده هنصحح مع بعض. هنشرح وهنرجع نكمل من 21 ونجو on. هم كام سؤال؟ لا 24 يبقى نحل نصهم بس. ابدأ كده حل معايا من 1 ل 12. هديك كده 3 minutes okay to work individually. Okay, now let's get back to work. تعالى كده هنختار حد بس وهنشوف عايزين نشوف هجيب كام سؤال صح. انا كده في مرحلة التست. حل كده يا ياسين. Number 1.
taller,
Number 1 taller. 2. He has
as,
exactly the same intelligence
as,
as. So this is correct. English is much than Chinese.
easier,
Easier. Good. Shakespeare's poems are Shakespeare's poems
exact,
are again please.
exact, exact,
Exact. No. The right answer is going to be almost. Almost as exciting as. Okay. 5. Our street is
as, almost big,
as. You mean
almost,
E?
I,
As almost big? No. Almost the same size as yours. B. Okay, كده أنا حددت المشكلة فين بالظبط. The show was better than I
quite,
expected.
quite,
This is not quite. This is quiet.
quite,
This is quiet. Number 8 is quiet. So number 6 is gonna be even. Adverb of degree. Okay, this is wrong. Basmala's dress is color as her sister's.
the same,
The same color as. Perfect. 8. She's almost as
tall,
as. Good. We are in the same height. You or me.
taller than,
Taller than. Perfect. My grandfather is older than my grandmother.
a lot,
A lot taller. Adverb of degree. Good. It is cheaper to drive than go by plane.
almost,
Almost cheaper. No, it's far cheaper to drive than go by plane. انت لما بتركب مشروع او تركب سيارة مثلا بتدفع قد ايه؟ ولما تسافر بالعربية تدفع قد ايه؟ يبقى it is far cheaper to drive than go by plane. This is wrong. 12.
The same.
Exactly the same. طيب ياسين عايز يركز في حاجتين، حاجة اسمها ال comparative expression، احنا بنقارن عن طريق ممكن we compare using adjectives، وممكن في بعض ال expressions، وبرضه عايز يراجع adverbs of degree. طيب تعالى ندخل للشرح، بعد كده نرجع نحل باقي تاني. احنا النهارده في بورت 1 في الجرامر في يونت 9 بيتكلم عن ال comparison. طيب احنا عندنا كذا طريقة عشان to make comparisons in English. أول طريقة ممكن نعمل comparative adjectives. يعني for example let's see comparative expressions. أول حاجة بالنسبة للshort adjectives I say that Yasin is taller than me. احنا عارفين في shorter adjectives we add er than. Yasin is shorter than me. Number 2, Yasin's mind is narrower than me. يعني عقله لسه أصغر شوية من العقل بتاعي. يبقى احنا دايما في الشورت adjectives أو الادجectives اللي فيها syllable واحد بنضيف er مع than. Narrower, taller, older. Okay. For example برضو مع الادجectives اللي end in y. Okay. Y بتاخد er. أحمد is luckier than his friends. Ahmed is luckier than his friends. Summer is hotter than spring. طيب بالنسبة لللونج adjectives اللي هي فيها 2 3 4 5 6 syllables دي بتاخد more أو less. A sofa is more comfortable than a chair. شايف يا ميرنا أنا ما أقدرش أقول comfortabler، مش هينفع. more comfortable than. more comfortable than. Example كمان. A chair is less comfortable than a sofa. أقل شوية أريحية من السوفا. دي الطريقة دي احنا خدناها كتير قبل كده. يبقى احنا بنستخدم comparative adjectives، وحسب بقى الادجكتيف لو هي short لو هي long. في بعض الادجكتيفز بتبقى irregular زي good تبقى better، bad تبقى worse and so on. الطريقة التانية اللي ياسين عايز يركز فيها هي ال comparative phrases. بعض العبارات بنستخدمها علشان show comparison، منها exactly the same as. طيب يا ترى احنا بنستخدم exactly the same as لما يكون في big difference ولا no difference ولا a little difference؟ الاختلاف بيبقى ازاي لما نقول exactly the same as؟ Myrna is wearing exactly the same for example shoes as مثلا جنى.
No difference.
ولما بنستخدم exactly the same as how big is the difference؟ اختلاف قد ايه تقريبا؟
قليل.
مش سامع يا شباب، اختلاف قد ايه؟
اختلاف قليل.
no difference. تقريبا there is no difference او ما فيش اختلاف. طيب number 2 يبقى ده اول expression عندنا exactly the same as. Number 2 my father did exactly the same job as my grandpa. برضو هنا there is no difference. My father did exactly the same job as my grandpa. يعني almost they were doing the same job. Number 2 chemistry is almost as difficult as physics. طيب تعال نشوف الاكسبريشن التاني almost as الادجective as. طيب لما نستخدم almost as يبقى how big is the difference? Big or a small difference or no difference? When I say almost as difficult as almost تقريبا يا جانا معناها تقريبا، يبقى بنستخدمها when there is a small difference. Chemistry is almost as difficult as physics. يعني هنا بنستخدمها to show a small difference. Okay. Example كمان. My life now is slightly better than the past. برضو ممكن علشان to show a small difference أو اختلاف صغير نستخدم slightly. Slightly قبل ال comparison. comparative adjective slightly better than يعني إلى حد ما بشكل قليل جدا أحسن من زمان. لكن لو في big difference بنقول ياسين doing sports is far better than watching it. far وعندك a lot okay وmuch دي كلها بتعمل big difference. doing sports is far better than watching it. يبقى ده الطريقتين اللي احنا بنستخدمهم علشان to make comparisons. ممكن تستخدم adjectives زي ما احنا خدنا في الأول short adjectives و long adjectives. ممكن تستخدم expressions. لو ما فيش difference هتقول exactly the same as. لو ما فيش difference هنقول exactly the same as. لو في a small difference هتقول almost. almost as difficult as. أو ممكن نستخدم slightly. slightly better than. slightly taller than. لكن لو في اختلاف كبير جدا تستخدم far تستخدم a lot and so on. تعال نشوف examples. The weather is colder than before. أنا هنا عندي ال comparative. comparative من cold colder. طيب أنا هنا عايز adverb of degree. مين في دول ينفع يوضح لي الدرجة بتاع البرد؟ ما ينفعش more ولا ينفع many لكن ينفع a bit. يبقى a bit colder than before. a bit شبه slightly. طيب number 2. Omar's essays are more professional than before. على فكرة more professional ده ال comparative degree من professional. حطيت لها more. طب مين في دول ينفع يبقى adverb of degree يحدد لي الدرجة؟ much more. yes الإجابة تنفع much more. يبقى احنا كده في ال comparative degree ممكن نعلي الدرجة أو نقللها عن طريق a bit عن طريق much and so on. طيب COVID-19 is dangerous than the flu. طيب خلينا واحدة واحدة. dangerous يا إبراهام دي من ال long adjectives. يبقى هنا محتاجة more. يبقى يجي قبلها في الأول more. تمام. ممكن في ال comparative degree أزود في ال comparative adjectives أزود adverb of degree. طب مين في دول ينفع؟ ينفع for وينفع a bit. بس a bit much الاتنين adverbs of degree. أنا still عايز more. طيب far more ولا far much؟ far و much الاتنين adverbs of degrees يعني يجوا هنا قبل الصفة. يبقى هنا هاخد far more. more للمقارنة و far للديجري. وأنا هجيبهم لك عشان تقدر إيه تذاكرهم بسهولة جدا يعني. Life now is comfortable than before. طب هي comfortable than يا أحمد صالح عايزة إيه هنا في الأول؟ عايزة more. تمام. ممكن أزود degree a lot more. ينفع؟ طيب a lot much لا ده adverb of degree وده adverb of degree. أنا عايز more وممكن أزود adverb. طيب more much هو مين اللي بيجي في الأول؟ لا يجي ال adverb of degree في الأول بعد كده more مع ال adjective. يبقى هنا هختار a lot more comfortable. ولو حبيت أستغنى عن a lot ما استغناش عن more. more ضرورية للمقارنة. Life now is more comfortable than life in the past. اتكلمنا عن الحاجات دي كتير قبل كده. ودي هيبقى ال adverbs of degrees. تعالى كده نشوف نصنفهم حسب التغيير. طيب لما أقول a bit taller يبقى الديفرنس الاختلاف قد إيه؟ يعني a bit taller small. طيب a lot a lot. طبعا في big difference. طب much big difference. A little small difference. Lots big difference. درجة بتبقى عالية. rather و even يعني ممكن تقول big even big far very big difference slightly small difference. كل دول يجوا ايه؟ يجوا قبل ال comparative degree. يعني سواء ال adjective تاخد er tall مثلا تبقى taller okay أو لو عندي مثلا adjective بتاخد more expensive. ما يضحكش عليك more دي وجودها ضروري جدا 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 يا منى. more expensive more comfortable. ممكن استخدم حسب الدرجة اللي انت عايز تضيفها. دول الطريقتين اللي احنا بنعمل من خلالهم ايه؟ الكمباريسن او المقارنة. alright. طب تعالى نكمل بقى الأسئلة. هو الدرس ده كده بسيط، بيتكلم عن comparative phrases and comparative expressions. تعالى نحل من 13 ل 24. هسيبك برضو 2 أو 3 minutes. Let's go.